Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Looking very forward to bringing this one to you today because we're going to get back into some Flex stuff. Flex is going to have one hell of a banner year, and I'm looking very forward to riding that as an already a fairly decent size investor, as well as Vaultec. Hopefully, will start being able to benefit hugely from those gains, and some other things that they're doing, which will give a new opportunity to people who maybe missed out or didn't get in. And this time there is a referral code, which I will use the Vaultec one. You will see when I go in, this is my wallet that I'm in here with. So you'll see the referral code down below is going to be different than this one because the code I'll be using is for Vaultec. So all those funds, any benefits that will come of that will go into that wallet. Before we get into that, I do have a big day today. So tonight we're actually going to have Austin Clark on the channel. I will throw another link down below if anybody wants to get first dibs. But we are opening up with a tiny bit of a deal for the first month. If you've been kind of hemming and hawing about trying to trade, if you have ever watched anything Austin and he kind of speaks to you, I would definitely recommend jumping into his wolf pack. There's basically 14 or 15 spots left right now. He will gradually scale it up, but he just wants smaller groups of people to learn the steps and keep it more manageable. And I'm in there helping with some of that training. There's a bunch of other guys. It's a great group of people, and we're all succeeding quite nicely. I'm still working on getting payouts from the stuff that I'm doing, but I've made some mistakes along the way. Somebody else joining could definitely possibly do better by having their psychology in hand and kind of making less mistakes than what I did, which you can learn from us and hopefully not make the same mistakes. But I'm getting towards it and looking very forward to getting funded very shortly and then starting to reap the benefits of all the work I've put in over the last, geez, it must be 8 months now I've been working there, and very hardcore for the last 6 for sure, and definitely seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. So looking forward to that. Anyways, we digress a tiny little bit. Let's get into Flex. I do have a very nice looking, and I end up getting a high res one from them to make sure it looks pristine for all of you guys. The one on their Telegram is not quite as pretty looking, just because they need to make it small and for everybody to grab. So the Flex Dex is coming out, and as you saw from over here, basically you have an ability now to get in at the ground floor. I've already got some funds in there because past investors in Flux were allowed to start off the seed round for this, and as you can see, the pool balance is up to here. Today is the first day for public being able to get in, and basically you just need a referral code in order to do so. And then, like I said, there is a little bonus going back, and for the codes that I'm giving away that you'll see in the link below, they will go to Vaultec, and those funds will be then used to basically expand our reward base and invest into some other projects, including probably a little bit more in this. We have a little bit from Vaultec as well sitting in this pool as well. And yeah, so anyways, going from there, what's happening right now is using HMX, which is already a established DEX. The code is already battle tested, all that kind of stuff. They are looking to launch their own DEX, and I believe it's going to be on base for the first round, and we may move that over to different places later on down the road. So this is a great grassroots opportunity. If you've ever seen what's happened with some DEX when they open up and how their token gets quite valuable and all that kind of stuff, this is your opportunity to get in nice and early and take advantage of those potential gains. Obviously, nothing is guaranteed. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. But if anything that the Flex team has done well. There's been some learning opportunities throughout their existence, but they've always landed on their feet and they've always made it right by investors. So I do have a lot of confidence in what these guys are doing. So introducing the next generation of decentralized perpetual derivatives trading on Base chain. So Base has obviously got a lot of potential. You'll see that in this DEX, in this presentation. There's some kind of talking points around that. You can get this from the Telegram, which will be linked down below, or I'm assuming from the Discord, which will also be linked down below, if you want to kind of break it down yourself and do a little bit of looking yourself, as well as come and chat with the gang and the team and the community in the Telegram or Discord. Mostly Telegram for this one is kind of where most of the action happens. So for traders, the obvious thing, it's just engineered for reliability. Like I said, it's already battle tested, the code, all that stuff. So very, very good. And then for people that don't want to trade, which is really what a lot of these people are right now that are getting in, is you provide the liquidity. So we need a base of liquidity to draw from in order for this whole thing to work. And so that's what they're raising funds for now. Key features: leverage trading up to 1000x. Obviously, be very careful with 1000x. That is craziness, but it does give the option there for the people that want to do that. Leverage over 3 assets: crypto, FX, and commodities. Trade and earn programs. So as you trade, you're getting airdrops. And then market making passive pool based liquidity provision for that side of it. So lots of normal DEX setups and opportunities here, and different ways to be involved in different kind of ways, and you'll see some tokens later on. Cross margin, and really this stuff, obviously you want to go through this a little bit more detailed yourself depending on what you'd like to do. I'm just kind of highlighting it, giving a quick little show and tell, and then obviously offering you guys the link if you'd like to go and try and get some funds in here to help reap some of the benefits of what this Flex team is developing. And between like IRL type stuff and just, this is a corporation, this is a company that's growing here right now and being managed as so, and the founder has managed his own companies and kind of thing and stuff. So there's lots of my bullishness lies in the fact that this is not just a crypto project, so to speak. It's not just some guy trying to make some money and hoping, and then maybe not managing it well and failing for the investors like we've seen so many times in the past. So overarching strategy, market analysis, just obviously the way the setup's going, and maintain and commitment to use. The other neat thing about this is because of the integrity of the team, the fact that they're docs and all this kind of stuff, what we've seen with a lot of these dexes, and even some that Flex tried to trade with, we've seen magic candles that wipe out positions and stuff that have wicks that are just not seen anywhere on any other chart. So you can expect that there'll be a more fairer environment here where you won't see those kind of manipulations that are outside of the regular manipulation. Like, these markets are manipulated. Anybody that knows anything knows that Bitcoin has market makers and manipulation and that kind of stuff. But what you don't want to have is that the DEX or centralized exchange itself has things that you don't see on any other chart that cause you to get liquidated. So keeping that in mind, the integrity of this kind of decentralized exchange gives me some value add, in my opinion. Aerodrome Finance launch. So basically some pools they're going to be setting up with Aerodrome Finance in order to offer some staking pools to create that liquidity that's needed for the exchange to operate. And this one's a very popular one that a lot of people know on the base chain to give that strength. There'll be deals and incentives to bring people to that liquidity pool in order to give them some added incentive with some rewards, bonuses, and whatnot in order to make sure that we have a very robust base to work from when it comes, because central exchanges obviously need some liquidity in order to manage the inflow and outflow of funds that happen during these large trades and stuff with leverage and so on and so forth. So why they've chosen to leverage the HMX technology, really the big thing is its proven track record and success. And there's an added bonus of marketing and community support, as well as best perp tech in the industry. So they've already proven these things, and that's why Flex has created a really big partnership with these guys in order to give us the best value and the best possible scenario to get off the ground running, which is awesome. Market overview. So this is just going through some stats, definitely some details that you want to know about base chain, about the market, about trading and all this stuff. So take a peek at that. Just basically going through some data as to what's happening in the market and what's happening in specifically the derivative space, and how much money is flowing through those, and how having this out there as being a part of the piece of the pie will be of value to, and why this one is a great one to choose for maybe some investment dollars. And this is obviously going through the reason why base chain is a good one is because it's kind of an untapped market, and a lot of people like to jump to that chain, and and it doesn't have a lot of competitors of this kind of thing in there. So we're first to market, which is obviously going to give us an advantage, which is again why we're jumping in on base chain. A little comparison chart, so just about the cross margin and gasless trading. So that's the one thing to keep in mind, is this is gasless trading, just like you would on a centralized exchange. So you're not paying additional fees on top of fees, which helps out. Collateralize, we can collateralize with some different tokens, which helps bring some advantages to them, and then the crypto leverage, as well as the fees and the speed and that kind of stuff. So as you can see, they're not quoting the best, but definitely very competitive speeds on average, and a nice lower high speed, as well as a tiny bit higher than the lowest low speed. So very good opportunity there. So this is the token ecosystem. I would urge you obviously to take a little closer look into this and maybe try and plan your attack on how you're going to be investing in this if you choose to do that, and full information of the tokens and all that is coming soon. And sorry, I don't usually do like a white paper walkthrough, but I just felt like right now there's not a whole lot to work with. We don't really have a website yet, as this is kind of the fundraising side of things. So I thought this would just be a good way to kind of hammer through it. Really, your best value is to get into the Telegram and start asking questions and see if this is the right opportunity for you to diversify your portfolio in. And this is just an allocation of the FTX, which is the initial token, with a 5 million supply, and how it's going to be allocated. Flex potential. So these are the security and stuff, security measures involved. So just going through some different things as to how the assets are being protected and how the system is protected in order to handle risk properly. And that's really with the 7 LPs mechanism in order to kind of create that flow of funds. Liquidity pool, FLP, so just going through some other details there. So, I mean, I think we've gone kind of through the main stuff. Public open beta is now 4 to 8 weeks, and then users will have the ability to contribute to their assets in return for FTX. So just some ways to get rewards for 2 days, and then designed to bootstrap the Flex LP, ready to full launch, so some other rewards there, and then full scale launch. So just some other details to go through. Revenue distribution model, so just going through all the different ways that people will be able to earn and where those revenues and resources will go, to give you an idea of that. And the opportunity, we can look at HMX performance to give us some benchmarks. Obviously, this is not, past results aren't going to dictate future, but HMX private investors have recouped over 100% of their investment from staking yields alone and continue to earn yield on their stakes. So they've over 100% ROI'd. Private round investors invested in HMX at a price of 50 cents per. As of April 2nd, HMX is trading at $7. So that's a 14x. So just some really great numbers there to give you a little guidance or idea of what you would hope for. Obviously, it could be more, it could be less. We don't know, but just a little bit of an idea for you guys. So I thought that was pertinent information. Just going through the pitch of what's going on. Join us together, breaking boundaries. And again, 250K already raised, so they're already off to a great start. And that's just with our internal Flex investors. Now we've opened it up to the public, and hopefully with this marketing and some other things going on. Just so you guys are aware, I do not get paid for any of the marketing I've done ever for Flex. This has been truly just something I am passionate about, and really the biggest investment I have in DeFi, and the one that has done well for me by all means, and they still haven't really hit the ground yet. There's a lot of IRL stuff coming if you are a past Flex investor, which is going to help start making those rewards move in quite a nice way. But all in all, great opportunity here. I do hope you take a look and maybe give this a whirl. As I said, you'll be able to get a link. It will not be this link. It'll be a link that I'll get from the Vaultec wallet, which will allow them to get us to get some rewards back that way. So please do use that if you can. I don't usually plead for referral links, but when I'm trying to use most of mine as not a personal gain and a gain for others, and that's where this one is going to get fed into, because it's really the only other one I can use, because you have to have had an investment in Flex in order to get these referral links. So thank you so very, very much for your time. Hopefully that wasn't too long-winded and boring. As I said, I don't usually do walkthroughs like that, but I thought this was a good way to get this one started. As things progress on the blockchain after hours, obviously we'll have more discussions about this as it progresses, and keep you up to date in there on our weekly one with Hidden, and anything else that I think is substantial, I'll do a video for that as well. And then, like I said, tonight we got Austin on the channel. We'll be talking about this a little bit, and PARB that Hidden is running is going to be launching as well during our live session at 9:30ish, I believe, Eastern. So half an hour into our session, PARB is going to launch. So hopefully you'll join us for that, because it should be one of our most exciting ones. I'm quite pumped for tonight. So even though I got very little sleep last night for some reason, but I am looking forward to that one tonight with Hidden and Austin. So thank you very, very much, guys. Thank you for all your support. The channel keeps growing, and I do appreciate that. Hoping to get the views kind of up on everything because it's been a little slower couple of weeks, but the market's also been a little bit flat. So look forward to hanging with you guys tonight, and have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day till then.